That's the sound they don't want you to hear anymore. What a great day to be alive. If you had to pick one hot hatch to see you through, what would your favourite hot hatch be? Unleash the fury. It's a tough life back at Paul Ricard in a pit lane loaded with millions of dollars worth of amazing merchandise. Porsche, Lamborghini, McLaren, Alpine, you name it, it's here. But today I could be testing what is the ultimate track toy, if I can pronounce it correctly, the Pagani Huayra Revo Roadster. Their fastest ever track toy. $3.8 million. We're going to find out if this baby is as fast and sexy and cool as it looks. I'm going to get the full Pagani treatment. They're going to treat me as if I bought one of these. Get the full Arte de Pista, the Italian style brought to the pit lane. Dietitian, physio, and you know, all the TLC that it comes with. Let's find out how good she is. So let's get a feel. Steering has got some heft to it, but it's nice and light. You feel the power steering, pulling it through to 9,000. Braking at the 150 because I'm just going to get started. The braking feel is very good, very graduated, not stiff like a racing car, but not artificial. Holding a tight line. I'm going to use all the gears down to first for this very tight hairpin. Open her up. This long, agonising right-hander. I can feel the understeer. I can see it in my hands. But she livens up on power. Third gear left. The steering is very responsive. I'll watch out for that. Turning in that medium speed corner is very good. Approaching the, well, we're on the back straight, but this is chicane, which I've not seen before. I'm going to brake at the 200. Yeah, I'm using the downforce, down to second gear. Okay, I've never used this chicane before. Around we go. Bit of undulation in the circuit. It's going to go light. Full power now. Bags of traction. The downforce is building. And I don't have a very long run before I get to see the right-hander. Let's drop it down to fourth for this one. Ease on the brake. The platform is very stable, but I'm aware the power in my hands. The turn-in is very sharp on this car at medium, and I suspect high speed as well. Down to second. The double apex right-hander is agonising because it's such a technical corner. Pick your time, get the power hard down, the traction is working. I'm on setting 5, which they say is one of the faster settings. They did their fastest lap with yesterday. Braking in the corner, I'm going to carry some speed into this long, agonising left. Another long left-hander, keep it tight to the left. Down to first, so I make a good exit. Teasing the throttle, but don't mess about with the platform. Full power, 900 horsepower, the traction control just soaks it up. When you feel sharp and genuinely energised, everything feels better. My job demands it, but really everybody deserves to feel that way. My usual MO used to be just to add more coffee, but that had diminishing returns. I tried some green powdery stuff, but that usually just ended in the bin. So actually AG1 really surprised me. I started taking it in the mornings. The first thing I noticed is it's really simple. One scoop into the bottle, shake it, done. It's great if you've got those early starts, days that never end, just not adding any faff to your day. What changed after a few weeks is I stopped reaching for the second coffee by mid-morning and had a better, clearer focus. No big caffeine spike, no crash, just a more constant level of energy. Without getting too personal, my gut calmed down as well because it does take a hammering when you're traveling and eating all sorts of weird food. And it's not a coincidence because AG1 has got 10 times the microbiome diversity in it, which is what supports your immune system, your energy flow, and your focus. All comes from the gut. So this really champions that and supports it to give you longer lasting health. You get stacks of nutrients inside AG1, which means you don't have to carry around boxes and boxes of tablets that are really hard to digest. This way, it's all in one place, easy to take with you, and it just becomes a regular habit. One final thing that mattered to me is AG1 has been developed for over 15 years, been clinically studied and Informed Sports certified, which means an independent lab has verified that what's on the label is actually in the product. That's not standard in the supplement industry. If you want to feel sharper and stop running on empty, it's genuinely worth trying. There's also a special offer in May, £59 instead of $79, and you get a welcome kit and some extra travel packs to go with it. Click on the link in the description to find out more. First off, it's huge, 5 meters from tip to tail. And this thing really bears no resemblance to anything I've driven before from Pagani. To be fair though, that was in 2005 and it was a Zonda F. That was a road car and this is not. This is a track only car. And because this doesn't compete in any racing series, it basically means Pagani can do whatever the hell they like, which is exactly what they've made here. Because of their history, if you like, they were making Riva boats for the road. That's how I could remember the Zonda. It was beautiful, it was fast, it was powerful, but it had that sort of hench steering wheel with a combination of sort of cast metal and wood. And when you were throwing it around, it did feel like you were kind of abusing something that should be on a pedestal, whereas this looks like it's been built as a weapons grade machine. But the figures on this car don't lie. It's very, very light, 1,050 kilograms. And at just over 200 miles an hour, it produces 1,400 kilograms of downforce from all of this aero. The beautiful thing with Horacio Pagani is he loves the function, but the form is also essential. He won't allow anything to come out of a wind tunnel looking ugly. The drag coefficient on this car is 45% more efficient than the Huayra R. That was already pretty fast. And part of the way they've done that is by lengthening the car. So it's got 19 centimeters more hangover at the rear, 10 centimeters longer at the front. So this bigger splitter, bigger diffuser, and that enables it to slice through the air and disturb it less. Just look at the details though, this massive jaw here, this sort of two-stage nose, drop floor that juts forward almost like a Benetton from the 90s. So very, very aggressive aero styling. These side strakes also ploughing through the air, a lot more downforce than the Huayra R, a significantly higher downforce, and that's how it's able to lap the Monza circuit 2.5 seconds quicker than a Le Mans prototype race car. It's a roadster, so the top comes off, although it's only this small section on both sides. Ironically, this car is faster with that section off. It's designed for that basically, so it's 5% more aero, so it's quicker on a lap time with these roof sections off. That's why it's a roadster. Back to the aero section that is active. This bit is adjustable, but non-active. These ones are fully active, so these act as an aero brake to slow you down. I mean, elephant in the room, check out this diffuser. It's absolutely enormous. The other thing you'll notice, it's quite high, 80 mil. That's quite a big separation from the car to the deck. Higher than you would expect from a track-focused car. But what it does is it makes the car a little bit easier to drive. You're never going to bottom out. You're never going to have any scary moments from the car clipping a manhole cover or bouncing off a curb and doing something edgy in the corner, because this is designed to be a totally approachable car. The cool thing in one of these is you can just go and buy it. Limited numbers, but you can get your name on the list. You don't have to own a Pagani to get on the ladder to get your name down for one of these. You could be driving a Fiat 500 one moment, and the next, you could be in a hypercar doing crazy speeds. The good thing is though, they've set this car up to be forgiving, to support your driver journey. So it can be set up quite soft. There's different damper settings. It's got all the traction control and systems like that to support you. Equally though, it can be wound up to 11 with the full power, full stiff, full send mode. But before we get into that, I want to loosen a few fasteners and look under the skirts of this thing to show you the detail. First off, these gigantic brakes, Brembo with twin vents here in the top, just to get as much air to ventilate through these much chunkier brakes than were on the original Huayra R, for more performance under braking to maximize the potential of all that extra aero, and speed wheels. They look beautiful. This is what Boudica wanted on her Chariot, really. But these carbon bits, yes, they're cutting through the aerodynamics really well, but they're also about extracting as much air as possible, again, to assist cooling. So you can tell the engineering focus here is about bigger stopping power and then ventilating that heat from all that friction as quickly as possible. Active suspension, banned from Formula One, but not a problem for Pagani, because this car is not going racing, so he can do what he likes. You can just see just how chunky these wishbones are. I mean, this is not just designed to withstand huge loads of aerodynamics, but it's designed to last. It's durability built into this. You can see the twin springs here that are going to be active, moving the car around and also accepting loads at different spring rates. But this one, the extra damper and the extra spring, Its main job is to control the car under braking and to control the ride height so that when you hit the brakes and they get the big weight transfer, the nose doesn't crash into the deck, because that has two effects. You lose stability, but also it really affects the aerodynamics. So this bad boy keeps the car on an even keel, basically giving you a continuous level of downforce, and it significantly extends the braking area. This thing's a demon on the brakes. Carbon fiber tub. This entire section is chassis. So you've got some space frame here, but the engine, monster, 6-litre naturally aspirated V12, come on, is a stressed member, which means it's literally bolted into the tub. So it is one with the car. The engine in this bad boy is completely bespoke to Pagani, made by HWA. That's Hans Werner Alfrecht. If you don't know who that is the founder of AMG. He subsequently set up his own company, and they're on a massive growth journey. They're the perfect partner for Pagani on this exciting new journey. This is one of the cool training tools that they bring to the circuits, so that before you drive the actual car, you go and learn the track in a Pagani, so you can adapt to the environment, learn the lines, figure out the braking points. All of it's mapped perfectly onto the simulator. I believe when you buy a Huayra R, you get one of these as part of your package, so you think it's a take-home goodie. But they bring it to the tracks anyway as part of the Arte Pista, so you can train yourself before you drive. So I'm going to have a go. Unusual, you have to wear seatbelts in this particular sim. So I'm anticipating some serious motion. I like it as well, it's quite realistic, having the actual cars buzzing past. I'm ready to get into the zone before I do some driving. Pagani have got Alessandro, who is their, what would you call you, a physio and...
Doctor in training and physio.
Yeah, who gets the drivers in tune basically before they go on track and helps rehabilitate them afterwards, all part of the experience. But you know some cool stuff. So I'm kind of keen to know how you get people warmed up before they drive, mentally, physically.
Yes, since these cars are very fast and we are obviously on clients which they're not usually doing some sports car, or they drive but not so fast. So we try to introduce them in the activity where we are experts in our field, which is training drivers.
This sounds great. I want to take the apexes. So what are we going to do with those balls?
So as I always say, it's not only a matter of being quick at reaction time, but we also have to train the eyes. So we stay with your head the same, just follow with your eyes, and this has the ocular muscle extension so that you improve also your view. We will show some exercises which are very nice, and I bet he's gonna have a tough time with me. So
come on, let's have it.
Clap for me. And careful. Yeah, it seems that he's learned. Yeah. Yes. We make it more difficult. Quicker. 500 minus 7.
That what?
500 minus 7.
Oh, 493.
Minus 7.
Yeah. Huh?
Minus 7. 493 minus 7.
486.
Yes. Quicker. Your name?
Ben Collins.
Spelling?
BenCollins.
Opposite? S?
SNILLOC.
So it's important to have small tricks. This is something that I produce, but it's quite common also to find, maybe not so strong, which is a mental. And we give it in the hands, and you rub.
It's rubbing.
Yes, rub your hands, and it smells really strong.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Woo. Happy.
Yeah.
This is the action that you have, because this opens your mind to awareness.
Clears your nose out as well,
Yes.
so you can breathe easier.
Yes.
That's great stuff.
And it's something which in the car, as you're tight, is difficult to open and to have
Go on
more
that.
oxygen.
It's tasty stuff.
This is for reaction and ability in understanding in few tenths of a second to where the direction is.
Yeah.
This is what happens at 300 plus kilometers per hour. So this is something which we use, or we can use this with your right hand, catch red.
Oops, that didn't quite go to plan. Sorry.
No worries.
We can cut that bit out, can't we, Dan?
White. Yes. More difficult. Bounce. Red.
That's hard. Thank you. I'm going to leave you with your funny balls, and I'm going to go and get suited up. Thank you.
Very much.
That's the amazing thing. This car is built for anybody to drive it. Harry hasn't been on a track, I think, in 3 decades. He always says no to track stuff. Harry, there's no one more knowledgeable about cars than Harry Metcalfe. But he said yes to this. How do you say no, basically? An offer from Pagani to come and join them on track. And it's quite an intimidating car for someone who hasn't been a racing driver to come and get to terms with this. But the simulators really helps. He got to learn the track he's never even been to in his life. And the car is supportive. So firstly, he's had a chaperone, which is a big help. So the instructor's gone with him with an intercom to be able to talk to him and help show him around the place. But he's smiling. That's what it's all about. Ready to rock. The amazing thing with what their program is about, the Arte and Pista, is you can review your footage, you can review your telemetry and see where you can improve. So the data shows you in very precise details of exactly how much steering you put in, how much steering angle, when you steer, so it can show you a line, how you brake, how much pressure you put in, when do you apply the pressure, where's your braking point, and the speed traces that really are like the, if you like, the telltale of everything. So you can see how fast you are, you can see the effect a lift off the gas has on your speed and progress. And at the end of it, it's also showing you how much time is lost in each section. So I'm going to have a little sneak peek here at what their test drivers are up to and see if I can assimilate that into my driving. Horacio, thank you. It's been a long time since I first met you in 2005 with a Zonda, and now you have this. I have a question if I could ask you, for all the young engineers that want to be able to make and create in the way that you have, what inspired you as a young man, young boy, to get into engineering to make something like this?
Allora, credo che uno la ispirazione la prende da persone che hanno fatto delle cose prima di uno, no? Quindi vedere le macchine sportive, Ferrari, Jaguar, Lamborghini, queste macchine è stato indubbiamente Porsche una grande spinta, quindi seguire l'esempio di quelli che hanno fatto le cose fatte bene.
To me, it strikes me that you are someone who can see the shapes within metal. Like Da Vinci, you have a way of working with metals and materials that's different to many other manufacturers, something that's unique and special in your style.
Io devo dire che ho avuto la fortuna, quando ero, diciamo, un ragazzo, di scoprire il mondo di Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, più di 500 anni fa, ha detto che l'arte e la scienza sono due discipline che possono camminare insieme. Per questo ragazzo che aveva una passione, una grande curiosità per le materie scientifiche e anche una certa, forse, abilità, non so come chiamarlo, chiamiamolo sempre passione, per le materie artistiche, aver letto quella sentenza di Leonardo è stato veramente una illuminazione. Questo è successo quando avevo, credo, 13-14 anni, ne ho 70, quindi questo concetto di Leonardo è quello che mi ha accompagnato tutta la vita, è quello che ha accompagnato anche tutta la vita, che accompagna anche i miei colleghi, quindi è una opportunità condivisa. Diciamo che Leonardo ci ha fatto pensare o credere che nella ricerca della bellezza puoi anche risolvere delle questioni tecniche, perché lui l'ha fatto, cioè lui cercava di fare delle cose tecniche, ma con una visione anche artistica, e lui è stato il primo. Ma noi abbiamo, commento una cosa interessante, quando stavamo facendo lo studio aerodinamico della Huayra R, a un certo punto i risultati li avevamo ottenuto, e anzi i risultati erano superiori a quello che era quello che ci eravamo fissati come target, però esteticamente c'erano diverse cose che non ci piacevano. Abbiamo incominciato a cercare di fare diventare più belle quelle zone che non ci piacevano, e curiosamente l'aerodinamica è migliorata, cioè vuol dire che non è che sono due cose che camminano separate, vuol dire che nella ricerca della bellezza puoi fare in modo che anche tecnicamente la cosa funzioni meglio.
The cars are very expensive and they're very fast. Who are the customers for these cars that are this adventurous, that they want to go around the world to have fun in these machines? It must be a personality that you get to understand a little bit. Who are they?
Diciamo che il cliente Pagani in generale, che partecipa a Arte in pista o che partecipa ai raduni, è un cliente che fa parte di questa famiglia, vuole incontrare delle persone simili con cui parlare, dialogare, stare in compagnia, divertirsi con diciamo, un rischio inferiore a quello che può essere una gara di automobili, dove nella competizione possono nascere diciamo, anche incidenti. Quindi ci sono dei clienti che ci seguono già da questo è il 4º anno, se non erro, e ormai abbiamo quelli che vanno molto forte, quelli che vanno un pochettino meno, ancora un po' meno, quindi già loro si conoscono, sa che quando si incontrano nella pista chi va molto forte sta attento, si è vicino a una curva, perché magari quello che va piano è meno performante, quindi aspetta il momento di superarlo, perché non è una gara. La gente che viene qua non vuole rischiare. Abbiamo dei clienti, proprio stamattina parlavo con un signore che mi fa, io facevo anche delle gare, però arrivavano questi ragazzini di 20 anni che mi davano delle sportellate, una volta uno mi ha mandato fuori, non mi sono fatto niente, se io ho 500 dipendenti devo fare in modo che non rischiare così tanto. Quindi con questi eventi, con gli eventi come della Ferrari, con le XX o con questo tipo di macchine, la gente si diverte con un rischio inferiore.
You're at the pinnacle of automotive engineering, and it's amazing what you've built since I last saw you. So 2 last questions. What is your daily driver? And if you had to pick one hot hatch to see you through, what would your favorite hot hatch be?
Allora, la macchina di tutti i giorni è una Toyota Alphard, questo frigo che gira, che io l'amo.
Yeah, good for barbecues.
Sì. Questa è probabilmente fra quelle macchine che hai menzionato la classe A della Mercedes, che ha un motore che è pazzesco. Questa è quella che mi piace di più.
And the Mercedes, not the Lancia?
No, preferisco Mercedes.
My heart is broken, but I have the Integrale, that's mine.
Però vedi, allora, c'è un tema sulla Lancia integrale. C'è una grande passione, una macchina straordinaria, c'è una grande passione in Italia, in Europa per quella macchina, però è una macchina che quando ero in Argentina, cioè fino a che io avevo 27 anni, quella macchina io non la conoscevo, perché non c'era in Argentina quella macchina, invece le Mercedes c'erano in Argentina, e quindi io l'ho scoperta quando sono arrivato in Italia, ma avevo già la passione per la Mercedes, e quindi è bellissima, molto bella, amo anche quella macchina, però non è quella macchina che mi emoziona, hai capito? E tu ti compri una macchina quando ti emoziona. Nel 2005 andavi fortissimo, però mi hanno detto i miei colleghi che oggi giravi così piano che nelle curve le formiche ti salivano sulle ruote.
Thank you.
Ok.
You're a superstar.
Thank you. Grazie. Grazie mille.
Thanks so much for your time.
Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot, like the prodigal son. Big up Bartolini, meeny, money, mo, and flower, you're the chosen one.
This is always the hard part, is trying to get in the car with some dignity.
Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot, like the prodigal son.
I love all this, and the ergonomics are really good, and the colour changes are good. So when you mess around with things like traction or the different maps, engine map, if you turn it down here, it tells you you're in a wet map. So it goes blue for rain, which is quite cool, back to white for dry running. All right, start button, we're in neutral, ignition's on. She is live! All right, off we go. Come on, pull record. Look at every nut and bolt of this car, every titanium screw. It has a Pagani logo on it. It's like a Swiss watch, but it's not a watch. This is a performance and precision tool. This is what it's built for. Raucous V12 filling the cabin. Feel the sunshine coming through. What a great day to be alive. Blasting onto the back straight. See the revs coming out here. And I'm on my own. Life is good. Okay, apart from this chicane, which is going to interfere with me here, let's get into that brake pedal. She's rock solid under braking. Looking out for that yellow cone. That's my apex. She rides these curbs. Oh, beautiful. She irons it out. Hammer down. Pulling through those revs. Revving out at 9,200. I think it's 700 meters of torque at the top end. Scene corner, going to shift her down to fourth just whilst we're getting into this thing. Unleash the fury. Late braking for this double right-hander. Carry the speed around. Feel the load, it goes on forever. See the traction control working. You see the yellow illume on the dash. Slight vibration under braking there. I think that's just a characteristic of the curve. Onto the pit straight, late turn in and onto the power, feed it in. Traction control, oh, see it flashing, car is working. That feels good, feel confident. Let's push the braking a little bit closer towards that 100-yard mark. Carry the speed into this curve, pick up the throttle nice and early and squeeze her out. Traction's working, she's supporting me. No yaw. Extend that braking, let's get it closer to that 100-yard mark. Come on, Ben, push her in. Keep it tight. We want nice, neat lines. Don't overstretch into this one, but I like an early turn in. I grab a little bit of extra speed there. Oh, come on. Watch the understeer. Creeping back onto the gas. She squirms to life. Oh, the turn in power is strong there. A little bit of life out of the tail coming out of this back straight. Oh, yes. Can't see it, but I'm smiling under this helmet. Feel that, hear that. Damn! Oh, I want to brake later, but 150 felt late into this chicane. And I don't want to outbrake myself and hit a cone with this very expensive car. This car still looks to me like a road car, a GT car, but it's got prototype performance and mentally I'm having to adjust. Very late on the brakes there. Okay, I can feel the ABS now, just getting shy of a locking point. I'm Ving off the corner. I like to brake late because it dictates my line, forces me to make a clean exit. Carrying some speed now into this left, chasing it on the throttle, keep it clean, braking down to first, throw it in, pick up that throttle and get it on. Okay, start to drive her a bit harder now. Might have to take a little breath. Let's push the braking towards the 100-yard mark where she belongs. Damn! Gosh, the power's there and you feel the reassurance. I can feel that third spring on the front, reassuringly stiff, under braking, checking the mirrors to make sure there's not a faster beast. Oof. Just smashing that brake pedal with
total confidence. It's a wonderful feeling. That's it. That's all she wrote. I'm going to call her off now and give the car back to the boys. But what an amazing experience. Obviously don't want to get out at all. So thank you, Pagani. What an epic experience, and just absolutely love this machine. Yeah, it's motorsport's such an addictive thing, but once that bug's bitten you, it never lets go. So long may it continue.
The thing with Pagani is you're buying a whole experience. For $3.8 million, you get the car and you get 10 track days, having a whale of a time with a crew around you that feels more like a family, and make it a full experience. You feel so welcome. It's my first day. They've welcomed me in like I'm part of the family. So it's pretty amazing. So this is what you get. Do you have more fun than the guy in the Dacia Logan around the Nürburgring in a 24-hour race? Only he could answer that. But if you could afford one of these, I think you would. Take two. One in black, one in white. Let me know what you think in the comments, which one you'd go with. Live to fight another day. All right, let's get out. You're still filming this, aren't you? Yeah.